Hello! Here we are back with card number 3 for January for the club cards. We're going to make this cool fun fold. So it looks like an ordinary card until you open up this window and you have a special sentiment in there. And then it opens up like a regular card as well. Isn't that cool? I received this card from Mary Polson in a swap down in Salt Lake City last year. Mary is the first person in Stamping Up history to sell $1 million worth of product. And of course now 28 people have done it, so it's not as special anymore, but it was special when Mary did it. Okay, so get this over in the corner so you can watch along. Oh, the recipe. Except that I forgot to write on here the where I got the sentiments from. It's a stitched all around stamp set for the big one, and then the happy birthday. I don't know what the name of it is. I have to find it out. Hang on, let me go over here. Let me figure out what that is. 706. It's from Beautiful Bouquet, but of course you can use almost any happy birthday. Beautiful. Okay. So here you go. It's got some pearls. It's got some punches. So this is the Petal Garden Impressions Designer Series paper, and we're just using that on a couple of them. The one I'm going to make today is using this designer paper, and it comes from the Occasions catalog. Let me find it here so I can show it to you. Go to my index. If you didn't get an index with your catalog, let me know. I'll send you one. It is Happiness Blooms, page 25. So it's from this Happiness Blooms Designer Series paper. Okay, so a pitter-patter, let's get at her. Oh, make sure that you can see the card. There we go. All right, so here's the envelope, card base, inside piece. This one is going to lay straight down on that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. There's a lot of pieces and layers and stuff to this card, so the more I get on here first, the less is going to be sitting around doing nothing but getting in the way. So this one just goes flat down on your Mango Melody card base, like that. Now the designer paper is just going to fit right in there, so we'll put that on while we're at it. And you can use either side. You can use that side, or you can use this side. There's that side, and here's what this side looks like. I'm going to use the dots, but you go ahead and use whatever you want. All right, a little more tape on here, and it just goes down at the bottom like that. And now this piece. Am I even doing this? Oh, not even doing that in the frame. Let me just tilt this just a little bit there. Now you can see further over. All right, and this one's just going to go right up here. Like that. Zippity-doo-dah. Now this is a piece of Mango Melody as well, and it is, let's check, 3 1/4 by 6 1/2, and then scored at 3 1/4, so that it just fits right on there. And I'm going to go ahead and add that too, because we can always decorate it after we have it on there. So many pieces I cut for this. All right, now this one, make sure you open it the right way. There we are. And it's just going to go on, just kind of centering it, making it straight. There we are. Okay, so now inside there's a piece of Night of Navy, and that one can just go inside as well, because there's nothing on that one. There is some stamping on the one on the outside, so we're almost to the point where we have to do stamping. I think this is the last piece I can stick in there without doing some stamping. And you're just going to center that like that. Okay, so there we are. We've got the basics of it done. This piece is for the inside, and we're going to stamp shoot, screwed that up. Okay, I'm going to stamp "Enjoy Your Special Day" in there. My lid. I always put my lid on my inks because things tend to make a mess on my craft table. And apparently I'm cutting really long pieces of tape tonight. There we go, that's better. And that just goes on the inside on top of that Night of Navy piece. Sort of like that. Nope. Straight would be a good idea. Sure. There we go. Now we'll stamp some. So this piece here has the leaf thing stamped on it. And I'm just going to stamp it on a piece of scrap paper because I don't want to get my grid paper dirty. Get that out of the way. Put this on top so you can watch along. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So just randomly, oh, there's that random thing again. You know me, OCD me. Random doesn't really happen. I kind of have to do it randomly unrandom. I know. Weird. Yes, I am. Little bit there. Do this one over like that. Sure. That looks good. Maybe. Nope. I'm just going to leave that exactly as it is. Okay, put the lid back on. Well, this one goes on the front of the card. I think I have some tape on my tape dispenser and it's not letting my tape cut. That's why my pieces are getting too big. Come on, get off my finger. There we are. All right, bring this back in here. And it just goes on the front like that. Okay. Now we're going to stamp the flowers. Now this Pop of Petals stamp set has a whole bunch of different flowers and a butterfly that you can use. So on this one, we use this flower. But I'm going to use this one tonight, just because I can. This is the inside piece. So it doesn't matter there's a dot on this stamp, and I'll show you what it's for in a sec. There's the inside, and the envelope. There we are. Sided envelope. Now, you have 3 pieces still that we haven't used. You need the longest Mango Melody piece, and you need to pay attention to where that dot is on the stamp. You see that dot? Can you see it with my finger in the way right there? There's a Sharpie dot. You need to keep that at the bottom. So this cardstock is wider than you need. So if you keep it down towards the bottom, then you'll know which side has the dot on it. There we go. Now we need the 4-petal punch, 4-petal flower punch, and here's the coordinating dot on it, on the punch right there. So you need to remember where that dot was so that you can line this punch up, because it only lines up one way. And by putting those dots in there, it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to do a lot of turning and figuring it out for yourself. And I'm just taking my time to line this up. Remember, the longer you take to line it up, the better your punched image is. Okay, so we have those 2 flowers now. Now I'll get the black back out, and I'm going to stamp the happy birthday. And you want to stamp it kind of high and to the right, because you've got your flowers to put on there yet. And I think that's it for the stamping. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Big Shot. Let me get the mat, because I could show you this part on the magnetic platform. So we're going to do the scallop oval on that one, and then the smooth oval here. But you don't want to exactly center that, because you have to leave room to put the flowers on. So you kind of want it high and to the right. There we go. Now I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to whip over and cut this out. Just be a sec. Oh, coming. There we go. All right. Get rid of these. Don't need them anymore. And I'm going to do some sponging around the edge of this one. And I'm using Mango Melody, which is the color of this cardstock. So it's just going to soften the edges of this a bit. Not going to make it stand out, because you're going tone on tone. You're just going to soften it a bit. Okay, there's stamping done. So let's get rid of this ugly thing. I did some stamping on that. But you should see the other side. Oh my! It's almost time for me to change my grid paper. Okay. Adhesive on here. Put it on the scallopy oval. Move it down a bit. There we go. Now this one, we usually pop the sentiment, but because we're going to pop the flowers, the sentiment goes down flat. So there. And you want it high and to the right again, so that you have room for your flowers. So if you put it on there and don't push it down yet, and then take one flower and put it there, take your other flower and just do a bit of a dry run. So you can see where it's going to be. There. Isn't that pretty? Hey, it's going right where it is. Now, the flower on the left, I'm just going to add some adhesive to the bottom 2 petals. These 2 petals, I don't want to put adhesive on these ones because I want to leave them free floating, because they're going up over top of 2 pieces of cardstock, so they kind of have to be. Now, let's make sure I'm going to get this in the right spot here. Sure, that looks good. Now this one I'm going to pop. Make sure you get the bottom 3 petals, and then the top one is, I'm just going to leave free floating. No, I'll take this one off too. I don't like it when things are up and they get bent and out of whack. So this one's going to sit right there like that. So these are going to be free floating. All right. Put that right about there. And we're going to add some pearls because I can. When you're putting 3 in a row like that, you put the center one on first. No, you don't. I did that wrong. You put 1 outside one and 2 outside ones, and then you put the center one in the middle. But I didn't do it. I did it wrong. So I'll do it this way, and hopefully it'll work. Oh, not too bad. Okay, and then 1 in the center of each flower. Like that. There we are. Find my inside piece. And if you wanted, you could do some sponging around this one too, but I don't want to because this is my card, but you can if you want because that's your card. And then that just goes in here like this. And there we are. You have your 2 different flowers and a couple of different designer papers. And this one has a special little pocket on the front of it to add some special detail to it. There you go. So that was it. Those are the 3 cards for January 2019. I will get them in the mail to Joyce and Shanna so that you hopefully will have them before club, just in case you want to join us. And club is on February the 13th. So which is 3 weeks from now. So Joyce, if I get them in the mail soon, you should get them. Thanks, ladies. I hope you're having a lovely day. See you soon in my craft room. Bye for now.